actually, worst case scenario, we can just tell them we lied. And that's not where we were.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that's true. But I guess
so complicated.
That comes down as insurance fraud, doesn't it?
Yes.
But I mean, you're not like, the rules don't change from where you were if you were to tell that story. So I don't know.
Because you're not under oath in a courtroom of law?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I might just take out the whole first 5 minutes of this whole thing.
Yeah, let's, listeners, if you understand insurance, call Zach Chappell.
Yeah, call Zach Chappell. His phone number
was in the last one.
Is it was 2 episodes ago, right toward the end.
I keep getting random calls sometimes, but I always check it out, and Google says that there's just spam calls.
Yeah, there's a lot of spam calls.
We probably have a lot of spam listeners, so
True.
It could still be them.
What if we just have like a lot of Indian listeners, and they're like, I'm just trying to call for my job, dude.
Maybe.
I want to call and say hi.
Or they're just fans.
Should we call Austin now?
Oh,
yes.
wait. Do we have to introduce this thing first?
Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here with us for the Podchaost. Yeah, we got applause in here.
Do we have to introduce when Austin's here, though?
Oh.
So you can say who our guest is.
Oh, yeah, because that way then there's no, call Austin.
Okay.
There was that intro. And there's going to be...
Loud. Oh, no, not again.
Straight
need to remember this
banger.
for the next time.
Yeah, it's real
shit. That's
real loud.
So alarming. I feel like the song's out of tune. Maybe it's just my eardrums are broken now.
Oh my God, his face. Look what his face looks like now. Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here with us for the Podchaost. I am your host, Chad Johnson. With me over here, Emma Jonas, everybody.
Hello.
On the ones and zeros on his computer right here. Zach Chappell.
Hello.
Hello. And special guest this week, Austin Coburn. Yeah.
Yay.
In the nicest apartment I've
Yes.
seen. It's very nice. Look at his face.
This is my room. It's been a great place for quarantine. I also bought a stock media service account while I was in quarantine.
Wow,
No
you're
correlation.
living
But man, it's good to see you guys.
How does stock footage or whatever services work? You just get stuff like that to use?
It's like a subscription service. So as long as I'm
pictures and stuff?
Yeah, you're in the clear, by the way. So as long as I'm I'm paying for it at the time of using it, then I'm good.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't even worried about that. I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
I was just curious because I'd never dealt with it.
You gotta tell me about this this doll.
Special guest Jeff Parks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Welcome, Jeff.
Jeff Parks. Yeah, I forgot that it might be a little distracting, but
he wanted to know if you had any cigarettes he could have.
Yeah, I'll put in that reference video right here, and that'll be good.
Oh, hi, my name's Jeff. Have you ever heard about my friend Emiliano? Did you know I was in a band? Can I bum a cigarette?
Hey, man, I really like the goatee.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Thank you. It's because I haven't been doing stand-up.
Are you going to keep it for when you get to do stand-up again?
I don't think so, no. I mean, this is what I kind of just had while I was in college. But I think, once I, started performing and stuff, I shaved it because I'm already so monotone that, any space to see facial expressions is good.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, how have you guys been doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not much has changed for me as far as quarantine stuff. I usually sit at home and play on my computer, and I stayed at work, so. But it's been good. Been playing a lot of video games, doing a lot of video stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun.
That's cool. I've been enjoying the Skyrim series with your daughter.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. It's fun hearing you guys play.
So cute.
It's very cute.
It is. Don't give me that face. You know it's cute.
That's not.
You can check it out on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube channel and our Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool too, but also, that's cute.
Oh, you have some friends
you went to a different
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that you were having a mixer tonight.
I I like you have a very diverse friend group.
Does it?
Thank you.
Do you just like scroll through a bunch of pictures and like find one, or does it just kind of have a slideshow?
I searched hotel.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. That's about it.
This is a lady telling this nice couple where they can bang, or
this will fit both of you guys.
I think it's more of how to, you know.
Okay.
Do you think they're gonna sleep in the same bed?
All three of them?
I think she's like, we only have one bed, and he's going, oh.
He does have a bit of a defeated look.
Yeah, like, okay, so where's she gonna sleep? Is there a trundle?
Man, that's a fun word.
It sounds so much grosser than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm gonna put you on the trundle tonight.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a nickname for like a vehicle. You know, like in the third act of an action movie, they call in the trundle.
It's a sidecar to a four-wheeler. A four-wheeler sidecar.
Yeah,
is the trundle.
Now that's cute.
Mm-hmm. How have you been doing?
I've been well. Been working a lot, which I'm grateful to be doing that. Been kind of getting back into making movies with some of my roommates and stuff, and that's been fun.
Filming and editing and doing all that stuff?
Yeah,
when you say working?
In competitions, right?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them have been competitions. Some of them have... A lot of them have been out of a group that's called, like, the 48-Hour Film Festival, which is, like, a competition. But then during quarantine, they were like, we're going to do these weekend kind of one-off challenges that aren't really like a competition, but it's just to like get people to go make stuff.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like you make a lot of like videos and movies and stuff like that. So like with this kind of stuff, it's got to be hard to have. I don't know what she's doing. Nothing to do. Oh, we weren't recording. Okay, cool. It's got to be hard to have like all that like creative energy and juice, like wanting to put shit out and not really being able to for a while.
Yeah, I think that feeling, I mean, you guys are feeling like I really miss doing stand-up. Like, I really do.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure you guys are feeling that too, because it does, like, you write stuff and you think, and it's like, but I can't, there's no way for me to like test this out in a way that I'm familiar with, you know? And
have you done
so there is a little bit of that kind of that itch of like, yeah, I want to just like get something out into the world and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's actually like posting stuff online and things on like YouTube and videos was actually, my experience with that was actually what kind of pushed me into doing stand-up, because I had a hard time, like, you just put something out and then there's like likes and comments, but it's not kind of that real-time reaction, you know? And that's something that I really found with stand-up that I don't think I'll be leaving anytime soon.
There's definitely like,
there's like an energy that comes from like the reaction from a live audience. You're just not replicable any other place.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to Emma's live stream show, the next best thing.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to talk about.
Yeah, or Saturday.
I was watching the stream, and it was cool because, like, the opening... Did you watch that?
I did, yeah. So, it was like, great.
The opening, and also everything looked so and worked so fucking well. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah, Chris Pelka and Stan Keatley really did a great job.
Yeah, it was... I was, like, there was almost, like, frustration inside me. I was like, you can't make something that fucking good. That's so good.
How is the mixing so good on this?
Oh man, it was great. I was so so happy to see that, and it just like made me so excited for the future of the place.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, that was great. But also, when Emma was hosting, she gets up there and then she makes a room full of people laugh. And I mean, sure, there's like 10 people there, if that.
I think that we had 13 total, including all the camera operators.
Oh, that's like an open mic. 13 people?
Yeah. I performed to smaller crowds.
Yeah, so like you could hear on the stream people laughing, and she's and the first time you kind of see the thing happen with comedy, and her face go, oh yeah, neat, neat, and then she gets like excited, and like I don't know if you, I mean, you obviously felt that, but
yeah, no,
I was
it felt
watching
great.
that, and like I almost got emotional because I was like, oh shit, it's coming back. It's like really happening. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And yeah, you're like the first instance of that happening, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I know a lot of places people are starting to do shows again, or people are doing like outdoor shows. But yeah, I've had that same thought that was like, man, no one's ever going to want to laugh again. Comedy is dead. There's no reason to do anything anymore. And then, you know, I get to do these streams, and I've done a couple of Zoom shows, and where like people are sort of piped in as an audio audience, and
fuck Zoom.
What has your experience been with that?
It's definitely weird, but
yeah.
The best one I did, for the first 10 or so minutes, it was Friday Night Funny from the Majestic Theater in Corvallis, hosted by Naomi Fitter, improv and stand-up show. It was really fun. And I just did like 10 minutes of material, just kind of standing in my room, holding a microphone that wasn't connected to anything. Thank you for loading me a microphone, Chad.
Yeah.
And then I flipped my laptop around, and I interviewed my dog Ben, but I wore a mask so that I could talk for him.
He was Australian.
Yeah, I gave him an Australian accent.
He was terribly Australian, because she can do a good Australian accent, but his was really bad.
Come on, it was it's a
No,
dog.
it wasn't you, it was Ben. It was just Ben.
I will be putting that clip on YouTube at some point.
It's really funny.
Thanks.
I
Cool.
want to see the vacuum cleaner thing. Is that available somewhere?
Oh yeah, that was that was part of that set.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I won't tell what it is. But yeah, so it's been weird, but I think the most fun I've had with it, and the most fun I've seen people have, was that just on his face?
He did it.
Great, I just rolled. The most fun I've seen people having with it is when they try weird things that you can't try necessarily in a live room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've almost felt like a lot of the best like Zoom type comedy sets I've seen have been more of like sketch based rather than trying to do a stand up set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it works better with like a gimmick.
For sure, yeah. Because at the end of the day, like if you do a sketch and it's filmed and put out, you're still not getting a reaction, but people are out there. I was thinking a lot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it feels so good to make people laugh in person.
I was super jealous.
Doing comedy.
Yeah. Man, Jesse's bit with the phone thing,
dude.
Like, as someone who was watching the live stream, it lit up during that bit.
That's great.
Like, were you watching, Chad?
I was. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't tell you.
so many of those little emojis were floating everywhere during that bit. People lost their shit. It was awesome.
Because like he was doing this, and I was like, what? Because I stopped paying attention for just a second, and then I was like, oh, there must be technical difficulties or something with the thing, and Jesse's just playing with it. He's like, oh, I'm just on the phone while there's technical difficulties or something. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, and then I was like, holy fuck, this is long, and it's really good.
Yeah.
And just like, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The whole show is still available on the Infinity Room Facebook.
Man, remember how getting your shows recorded at the Space? You're like, oh, that's going to be on the internet now. Okay.
Now that's going to be an
Cool.
Infinity Room.
Yeah, no, it looks so
It's
good.
going to look fucking great every time.
Yeah, have you seen the stage yet?
I mean, I saw it on the live stream, but I mean, I haven't been down there.
Oh, yeah, I
in
guess it was a
person.
live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
the
there's
3
pictures out
camera
there,
setup was great.
Yeah,
that they had.
It was fun when Nick had, like, he went off stage and had the camera just pan around and to show like what was going on.
Mm-hmm. It was fun seeing Pelka freak out about that. 'Cause Nick just brought it up, and Chris was like, "What? No, everybody, turn your camera around! No, show it off real fast."
That's fun.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah,
it was fun seeing. It was fun seeing Julie and Zach behind the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That just, I don't know. That made me. It was very in the spirit of the theater, of everyone doing multiple jobs and still like. Even like a brand new job like that, they're kicking ass at it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things in there. There's so many things in there. Like to make that happen, there's like 3 people running screen boards and stuff like that, and it's just to walk in there, it's like a wet fucking dream. It's so cool to see all the cords and it's all plugged into shit. And you're like, oh, this all works?
There's just gonna be more and more.
You're tapping your hands like you're a junkie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
And the way Chris is with chords is the same way that I am with chords, but probably way more, because he'll like hang them up on walls and shit. And it's cool because he's so organized.
Is it all organized
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything? All the chords and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
It's
good,
like
that's good
autistic
shit.
about it
Yeah.
in the best way.
Man, I'm so excited to see it, you guys. And the kitchen, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you...
Our kitchen?
Have you... Yeah.
The new one that's going in there. Yeah. I don't know if it's
that kitchen.
like what the renovations are like with that area yet.
It's the space is closing the 21st, and after that is when they're gonna move the kitchen stuff over.
Of this month,
Okay.
June.
Yes. So this upcoming Saturday. Yeah, of June 21st. And all their profits for that week are going to go to Black Lives Matter causes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. You said it on the thing.
I did.
I listened.
I figured I should plug it again.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go check out that Infinity Room live stream Facebook video from, what was it, 2 nights ago? Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
What's
The
today?
13th.
Thursday.
Taste of- What?
This is the 18th is when.
So, Austin, so you've been watching a shitload of movies, right?
I've been watching a lot of movies. There's people who watched more.
Really?
Well, I mean,
yeah, I have friends who are like at 170 right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm at
Yeah,
like
I know.
5.
It's insane.
I think you're like Zach with masturbating. He's doing it a lot, but I'm sure people are doing it more.
I'm scraping bottom of the barrel on Pornhub.
You keeping track? You keeping score every time you eat pizza while you jerk off?
Yeah. I put a notch in my
Yeah?
bedpost, and now I don't have a bedpost. So
Good.
a lot.
So, how do you want to do this? Because what we want to do is we want to do quick reviews for you're up to 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to do a quick.
Oh, real fast before that, can I get like a top 5, your 5 favorite that you've watched, like new experiences maybe? 5.
A top 5?
Yeah, of the 100 that you've watched.
Of new movies I watched.
In no order.
I really liked Reality, which Emma and I
It was
watched.
so good.
Yeah.
Was it just you guys looking out a window?
Yeah. I hadn't done it for ages.
while chatting on the computer? Yeah. Reality was great. I watched The Thing for the first time.
I still never seen that.
Nice.
Yeah. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Does it hold up?
It's the production design on it, like all the gore and like the body parts and things, like it's so cool and fun. It's drenched in like an 80s action movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
In the third act, Kurt Russell does like a little somersault before he throws a bomb. That's the kind of movie it is.
I didn't know Kurt Russell was in it. I like him.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. You don't have to think about other ones. On the topic of The Thing, are there any other movies that you feel like you should have seen that you haven't seen yet?
Oh, yes. I have never seen Taxi Driver.
Me neither.
Same.
Yeah.
Great movie.
The one with Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Thank you.
I gave that movie away. I gave that movie away at a White Elephant gift exchange.
You're lost, man.
I'm trying to think of other ones that I haven't seen.
I think I masturbated to that movie.
Queen Latifah, dude.
Hot.
No, there's the Victoria's Secret models.
Jimmy Fallon, dude.
The bank robbers. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Wait, in Taxi?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's me neither. A bunch of times. I've probably seen it 3 or 4 times fully, and then about 20 times, just a little bit.
For the articles,
It's
right?
like
For the articles.
it's Jimmy Fallon's only theatrical movie, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No, he
Good
was
for
in
him.
Fever Pitch.
I don't know what that is.
He was also in Fever Pitch. Actually, Fever Pitch is notoriously, I don't know if it's with me, it's notorious for having the worst chemistry between 2 people in a movie.
Oh, he wasn't Fever Pitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he and Drew Barrymore are the stars,
Oh.
and They just like it seems like
2005.
I don't know. There's just nothing. It doesn't work.
Hey, it has a respectable 6.2 on IMDb.
All right. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
but I like Drew Barrymore, so I watched it. I've probably seen everything she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched what's that Netflix show that she's doing right now?
The zombie one?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it, but I don't like
Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
That kind of made me like it.
I like that show a lot.
I heard it's good.
I've only watched, I think, like a season and a half of it. I don't know if I finished the second season.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit far-fetched.
I think, it's super far-fetched, yeah.
It's very,
It's like a whole weird universe.
Yeah, they're trying, it's like, it's a spin show, they're trying to do a spin on zombies, which that's what every zombie movie is now. But I think the actual, like, the characters of it are really good. It reminds, did you guys ever see Game Night a few years ago?
Yeah.
Jason Bateman?
Yeah.
It was great. I really liked it.
It's it's kind of surprisingly
It was really
great.
funny.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams.
It sounds familiar. Oh, it's like these friends that Hannibal Buress is in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's one of the cops.
But that I don't remember what it's. I haven't seen it since it was in theaters.
I don't remember that.
This might be worth watching.
But I believe.
Did we not see Tag?
We didn't see Tag.
I saw Tag.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I saw Tag. Tag was fun.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had buddies give me shit because I wanted to go see it. I was like, it just sounds like a fun movie. Just people playing.
It knows what it is.
Yeah. So Austin, you saw 100 movies.
At least.
And we have the list of 100 movies, and we wanted to do a quick review. And what?
I'm proving we have the list.
Yeah, no, there it is. And we wanted to do a quick review of all 100 movies. And
oh my god.
Yeah, no, totally. And I was thinking like, we could just do like, a minute, and that's like, there's no way. So we'd have to. For a 20-minute segment, we're gonna break it down into 12 seconds per movie. So we're just gonna 2 seconds for the title, and then
I think we should get Austin's take first, and then we'll
say whatever we think about that.
Okay.
So
I should say before we start the segment, Emma, I did watch the most movies with Emma. That she wins that title.
Yes.
Which I believe it went to. Let's see. You were 17 movies, and that was 3 above the next person.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Tell the next person I say, fuck you.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That'll be the opening for the next movie. Yeah.
Right.
So many
Okay,
movies.
20-minute segment, 12-second reviews.
Okay.
So it's gonna be so you're gonna say the movie, or you're gonna say the movie. Who's gonna?
I'll keep time, and
So you'll just mention the movie.
I'll just call him out after 12 seconds.
Gosh.
So do like a 5 to 7 second review, or what you thought of it real quick.
You don't have to time it.
And then
just
you
your
don't have
first
to time
thought.
it, and then we'll just be like, yeah. Or whatever we think. Maybe we'll talk over it. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't know these movies.
We'll see.
20
and if we get exhausted by this, we can even boil it down to thumbs up, thumbs down thing.
Yeah.
We might just start going rapid fire if it's an experiment.
This is probably going to devolve.
100 movies.
I think you mean dissolve.
Maybe that too. Who knows? Let's find out. Everybody ready?
What's the first one we're going with?
I'll tell you when I start the time.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. The Battered Bastards of Baseball.
Good documentary made about Portland.
Is it about cops that play baseball?
No.
I've never seen it.
Because ACAB.
Is it about pancakes that play baseball? Time. The Hurricane Heist. Oops.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear what it was.
The Hurricane Heist.
Hurricane Heist. Oh, fun time. There's a bank robbery and a hurricane. What's
Monster
not to like?
House.
Ooh, good movie.
Yeah,
better than I remember. Much more fun as an adult.
A monstrous house.
The old man turned out to be nice.
Never
And
cracker.
time. Stuber.
Oh, bad. mind-numbing.
Too bad.
Made me want to go in a coma.
Yeah,
Wow,
it
what a
was a bummer.
bummer.
It seemed like it was gonna be like not
Yeah,
good.
I liked it.
already.
It's
nice.
a good premise.
Time Punisher Warzone.
Oh,
hell yeah, brother.
very fun, good third act, exciting, directed by a woman.
I hear that movie is
Nice.
just, I hear
Oh,
that
that's
movie's just
awesome.
like
I didn't know.
Punisher,
Time American movie.
but crazy.
Oh, that's a crazy documentary that really shines light on independent movies.
Oh, fun.
I hated it.
Time Creep. I love Creep.
Oh, Creep? Yeah, that's one we watched. It's
Very
great.
creepy.
TLC.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Mark Duplass.
No, it's
Mark Duplass.
Weezer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Radiohead.
Creep.
Time Creep 2. Loved it.
Radiohead.
Great.
Great
even
sequel.
I would say even a little bit better than Creep 1.
I would say so too. You get more in depth with the characters, and it's
Oh,
really
that's
interesting.
They
I
should've
love the
called it
main
creepy. They
character.
should call it creepier.
Time John dies at the end. Oh, I want to watch that
Spoiler
again.
alert.
Oh,
Ooh. I haven't seen
that's
that.
a mind trip of a movie. It's very fun. It's weird. Yeah.
I want to see it.
Time Chappie.
Oh, better than I remember.
Nice.
I already liked it to begin with. That was during my Hugh Jackman kick.
I've always been afraid people would start calling me Chappie instead of Chappell.
Time The Killing of a Sacred Deer. We watched that one together.
Well, now.
Oh, that movie's crazy.
Spoiler
It's not
alert.
one that I would recommend as a to everybody, but if you're
Yeah.
into weird shit, it's weird shit.
Yeah, if you like
Good
weird
weird shit.
horror, very
Yeah.
good.
Is
Time Rocket Man.
Oh,
Harlan Williams?
that's
I almost watched that.
Oh,
yesterday.
no,
no,
Elton
not.
John.
Okay, never mind.
yeah. Rocket Man. In terms of like
Time,
musical
Blue Ruin.
okay.
We watched
Blue-
that one
what-
together.
Which one?
Blue
Ruin?
Ruin.
Oh, really good.
No, you're good.
Good movie by that guy who does violence well.
Absolutely. Very violent.
Yeah.
Time MacGruber.
Great.
Oh,
Great.
Classic.
MacGruber, very much up my alley. Is it a good movie? I don't know, but I loved it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I think that's
it's great, but
Time Little
Yeah.
Italy.
Oh my gosh, that movie is like an R-rated Hallmark movie, which sounds interesting. It's not. It's bad. It's
Aw,
just bad.
What a roller coaster
Yeah.
of
Time
emotions. that
Under the
review was.
Skin. We watched that one together too.
Under the Skin is
Really
really
enjoyed
good, and it would be a movie that I think would make a general audience mad, which means it's weird, good shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In the same vein as Killing of a State. Oh, Time The Front Runner.
The Front Runner, Hugh Jackman kick, kind of a forgotten movie, but really good political kind of movie.
you ever see Kate and Leopold?
Kate and Leopold.
Time.
No,
Shoot 'em
I
up.
did watch that.
Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up. Oh
I
man,
want to see that. I haven't seen it.
I would give that movie 5 stars, but there's a lot of misogyny in it, so I took like a star and a half off of that.
Time
But
The Dirties.
perfect
Oh,
movie.
you're so progressive.
The Dirties.
Well, oh, The Dirties. That's one of my favorite movies. Check it out. It's great.
Porno?
It's a comedy about a school shooting.
oh, fun.
Oh, awesome.
Time.
Oh.
Hannah.
Hannah, 5 stars, really great. Saoirse Ronan's really young. The action's awesome.
Nice. Time Uncle Buck.
Oh, Uncle Buck.
Candy.
I hadn't seen that since I was a kid. It's kind of a classic, and John Candy's great in it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that either. Time Wish I Was Here.
Wish I was here. Oh, that's a Zach Braff movie that I think a lot of people find kind of hipsterous or
Yeah.
I don't
What?
know.
A
Yeah.
Zach Braff movie that people at Time Van Helsing.
Oh, Van Helsing. I watched that on Star Wars Day on May the 4th. Yeah, another just
Time
wild
Kate and
action movie.
Leopold.
Kate and Leopold.
Oh,
There it is.
it's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's a rom-com.
skimmed through it a
Still
lot
on the
for
Hugh
other
Jackman
times.
kick.
Trying to find like any type of sexual part in it.
Jeff.
Time
no.
Joe versus Volcano.
Spoiler alert: the volcano
Oh.
wins.
Joe versus the Volcano is great.
I still haven't
it's
seen
like
it. I hear it's really good.
Really young
heard
Tommy.
that
It's
too.
the performances in it are bizarre and so
Time
funny to watch.
Manson Family Vacation. We watched that one.
That movie is really peculiar and has a lot of empathy.
Is that like Harry and the
yeah.
Hendersons?
Yes, it's a remake of Harry
Chevy
and
Chase.
Henderson.
Sorry.
Time
already did that
Bad
one.
Education.
Another Hugh Jackman movie. A great follow-up to that guy's movie Thoroughbreds. And
plays, like, a
probably a really good
substitute
movie to
teacher?
watch right now with the political climate.
Time The Endless. Oh, we watched that one. That was really
We
cool.
watched that. Weird movie about religion, but like one of the good kind of weird movies.
Yeah, I almost turned it off in the first half hour. Glad I didn't. Time
Yeah.
Josie and the Pussycats.
This movie, 5 stars. So good.
So fun.
So
Yeah.
good.
So
It's
fun.
so much
Homecomings,
better
right?
than it has a right to be. Yeah.
And who's that lady? Parker Posey?
Time, High Flying Bird. We'll never know.
Flying Bird. Oh, that's a
Not about
movie shot on an iPhone by Steven Soderbergh, and it's
Oh.
like the Moneyball of the NBA. It's really good.
Oh,
Neat.
cool.
Yeah,
Time,
yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. That's the action train movie. It's by
Yeah.
Tony Scott. Really good action, but really kind of a conversation movie between two guys in the middle class. It was
Spoilers. Stoppable.
Time, Sinister. We watched that one too.
good. Sinister was a lot better than I anticipated it being, and in terms of like movies in movies, it does a fun twist on that.
Is that like a sister who does a lot of bad things?
Is there a sinister?
Time, Star Wars.
Which one?
I
Just
watched
Star Wars.
Which
Yeah,
one?
the original Star Wars. I watched the VHS cut of it, or the
Ooh.
original like VHS tape
Wow.
of it, and that was really fun. I hadn't seen it in a
Time,
long
Howard
time.
the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Oh my
titties.
gosh, Howard the Duck is insane.
Is there titties in Howard
Yes,
the Duck?
There's
in like the
duck
first
titties.
5 minutes, there are. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's on YouTube. I mean,
Time, The Thing.
Already talked about that. 5 stars, great production design.
So it does hold
good
up, though?
blood. The production, yeah, it's crazy. The production, it's a little slow, but
I keep asking if it holds
Time,
up, and you
Tremors.
the production.
Oh, Tremors.
Tremors, loved it. We saw that
Tremors. Minus a star for the misogyny. Plus half a star for the homoeroticism.
I
What
know.
about?
Yeah.
What about
Time,
the?
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Which one?
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh, Tammy and the T-Rex is crazy. It's like an R-rated Mac and Me.
Mac and Me's so weird.
It's so weird. Yeah, but replace
Time,
Mac.
Chopping Mall.
Okay. Which one?
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall. Oh, it's like Paul Blart Mall Cop, but with a robot that
But in
goes
Japan.
haywire and
Oh,
starts killing
fun.
mall patrons.
Is it still starring
Time,
Kevin
The
James?
Frighteners.
Damn it.
The Frighteners. Oh, that's Peter Jackson in the 90s with Michael J. Fox, and
Is that the
it's
one with the cover? The holographic cover?
I'm
Time,
not sure.
Heart and Souls.
Heart and Souls. Really young Robert Downey Jr. If you want like a warm 90s movie, that's the ticket.
Is it pre-drug bust?
Pre-drug
Time,
bust.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Just as good as everyone says it is. It's
Tobey
really
Maguire?
like one of the best superhero movies.
Nice.
The OG Spider-Man?
Yeah, really
Yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
The
That's
Sam
Time,
Raimi.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Raimi.
Even better.
Same as the first, but even like one up it a little bit. You know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, really good.
That's the one with the DeCock, right?
Time,
what?
the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Gay porn.
I hadn't seen it since I was a kid.
Gay
And,
porn
yeah, it
Asexual.
was really good. Mm-hmm.
Well,
David Hasselhoff.
Time,
look him
End
up
of
on
the Tour.
Pornhub.
What?
The End of the Tour.
End of the Tour. That's one of my favorite movies. It's about David Foster Wallace. Jason Segel's great as Foster
That's
Wallace.
the guy
in
with the
it.
big
Love that
book,
guy.
right?
Mhm.
Time, Living in Oblivion, yes.
What'd you say?
Living in
Living in
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Say it
Okay.
again.
This movie,
Done that before.
Living in Oblivion, is like it's the best representation of a film set I've ever seen.
Ooh, cool.
It's like
Time,
about an
Murder
indie
Party.
film. Murder Party
I loved that movie.
is awesome. It's my
So
same
good.
guy who did Blue Ruin. It's my favorite of his. Very fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very violent. Time, Onward.
That's the new Disney movie. Really good. The Pixar
It's
movie.
good?
I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm.
There's something about it that I'm like, nah.
I really want to watch
That's
it.
gonna be
Time,
with any
Greener
Pixar
Grass.
thing. Which one?
Greener Grass. We watched
Greener
that
Grass.
one.
Oh, that movie's crazy. Yeah,
It was
that was one of
so
my
good.
favorites last year. It's so good. It's so off the wall. It's so
it was
fun.
like a sketch show. Bizarre. Time, Blood Quantum.
Blood Quantum.
This is just made
This is a zombie movie that has some great representation of indigenous peoples in it because they're
Time.
immune to the zombie
Click.
bites. It's good.
Sorry.
Click. Click. I give it like 3 stars, but that third act is still pretty tear jerky.
Out of 10?
Nice.
Sure,
Time, Side Effects.
yeah.
Okay.
Side effects. Crazy weird
what
movie with what's her name?
Time,
I can't remember,
Demons
but
2.
Oh, Demons 2. It's a crazy Norwegian film, I think, that's dubbed in English. The English dub is the best part.
Is it like Trolls 2 or there's no time?
No,
Rosemary's Baby.
There's Demons. Oh, Rosemary! I never seen
Delicious.
it. It's not what you expect it to be.
Not
it's
at
not
all.
a horror movie.
Best seasoning to put on a baby, I tell you what.
I did a painting of a still of that movie. Time,
Yeah?
Life of Brian. I love that movie.
Yep, great. I hadn't seen since I was in college. It's just perfect British sketch comedy.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that still.
My friend Rosie watches it every Easter. Time, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Terrible.
I
Mine.
gotta rewatch. Was it the director's cut or the regular one?
I watched
seen
the
that yet.
extended cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard that
It was-
sells it, makes it better.
Time,
It was
Uncut
3
Gems.
hours. Which
Ugh.
one?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, still just as good. Yeah, my favorite movie of last year.
Nice. I haven't seen that.
Same here. Should watch that. Time, The Conjuring 2.
Better. I liked it more than the first one. Although it's been like 6 years since I've seen it. The second one was really good.
I only saw the first one. Time, No More Baths.
That's a movie from my childhood that's like a family movie that I watched with a friend. It's got a good message in it. Yeah.
Time, Reality.
We talked about
So
that.
great.
Yeah, great movie blend between French and American cinema.
Just go
yeah.
put your tongue on a window, everyone.
Very
Wee.
trippy. Time, Bunny and the Bowl. We also watched that one together.
Spoiler alert: the Bowl wins.
That's like the director of Paddington's like debut. It's all right. You can see where he's coming from, and there's some really cool production
Time,
design.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Still just 5 out of 5.
Perfect movie.
One of the best films ever made. Perfect,
Yeah.
almost.
Oh, I want
yeah.
to make out with you.
I sit in
Like
front of all
okay.
my monitors and just stare at a
Time,
bunch
Mortal
of videos.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is super fun. And
It's bad.
the production design and the action in it is great, and that's what it needed to be. So I had fun with it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Time, Thelma and Louise.
Wins.
We watched
Actually,
that one too.
Thelma and Louise's it's probably going to be one of my top 25 movies. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
killer.
I can't believe I slept on it for so long. Yeah.
Same here.
watched that a
Really
little bit when I
enjoyed
was
it.
young, too.
Time, Dave.
It was fine. I don't know. It was a weird time to watch a president movie.
Is that the
you
white
know?
or the president movie?
Yeah, it's not the Eddie Murphy one.
Oh, okay.
Time, Candyman.
Yeah.
That's me, Dave. I think.
Candyman was really good.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
scared the
pretty
shit out of me
it's
when I was
pretty
young.
inventive for the 90s and what it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of new stuff. Time,
Mhm.
Piranha.
Ooh.
Piranha is super fun. That's
Is
Joe
that
Dante.
80s?
I'm gonna say 70s on
Oh,
that.
cool.
But yeah, it's got camp explosions. It's all
Time,
fun and games.
Observe and Report.
Weird time to watch that movie.
Yeah, we tried to watch
again.
that and turn it off.
But I think that director does a good job at critiquing toxic masculinity in an interesting way,
Time,
and I think it
Cloudy
does.
with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah. 5 out of
so
5.
good, so good. One of the best animated movies ever.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, when her heels go into his eyeballs. Oh, it's the greatest.
Time, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story. That was 100 by the way.
That's 101.
Great.
That is
We're on to
in my
101
top
now.
3 comedy movies of all time.
I
Great
loved
movie.
it. I love that movie.
It
Are
is.
Are you going like
Yep, we're
bypass
doing the whole
because...
thing. Time, Modern Romance. There are just 2 more.
Oh, okay. Modern Romance. Weird movie about a video editor that hits close to home.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Time, Leap of Faith.
Leap of Faith.
Greg
That Steve
Kinnear?
Martin movie. Have you seen that? Any of you guys?
The Greg,
Oh my God, his arm.
Greg Kinnear, right?
Potentially, I can't remember.
No,
It's really good though.
Is it Ben Stiller?
Troopers.
It's Steve Martin.
Oh, Leap of Faith. No.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. Hell
Last
yeah.
one.
Yeah, just watched that last night. Very good.
I was
yeah.
not allowed to watch that when I was
Very-
young, and then I
very,
watched
very
it, and I
good.
was like, "Oh my god, I'm so not allowed to watch this movie."
That's weird. My mom got me that movie, and it's like, yeah, go ahead, watch it.
Oh man, I think it was like the titties, and then I'd never seen that kind of violence.
Oh yeah, I
before,
don't think she knew there was titties in
And
it.
I was
The-
like, "Oh, people are getting ripped in half."
Okay, there's nudity in that movie, but it's kind of like it's an odd scene of nudity because they're like so they're going to school, they're like at a university to become like Starship Troopers and
Yeah.
stuff, and there's this scene where they're in the showers and like it's a co-ed shower scene, so it's just like men and women in there, and like it's all shot from like the waist up, and they're just like casually talking.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
they're
business.
not naked. Like it's kind of liberal in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
I've never seen a scene
totally.
like it. And then the scene ends with like 2 dudes slapping another guy's butt, and they kind of like throw it right out the window. And but
Oh.
it was super like it just how nonchalant the nudity in that scene was. I'd never seen anything like it, and that's an interesting like I don't know direction of like this is where people are socially in the future, you know.
Who made that movie?
Same guy who did RoboCop. I can't remember his name though.
It was a French guy, 3 names. Was it?
Yeah.
Jean-Pierre
The
Jeunet.
French always 3
Lars
names.
von Trier.
Oh, what is his name? Honestly, it's a French guy, 3 names.
It's not Jean-Pierre Jeunet. That's the one I know. That was only, we did our math wrong. That was
How long did that take, Emma?
that was 14 minutes and 24 seconds. And
Hey,
we did
awesome.
104 movies.
Wow, that's not too bad, actually.
Wow.
Oh, I lied. It's Paul Verhoeven.
Oh yeah, Paul Verhoeven.
Oh.
Isn't he known for like crazy visceral violence? I mean, that RoboCop, yeah, but wasn't there
RoboCop
something
and
else?
Starship Troopers, yeah. There's another one
What's
that I haven't.
Is Reanimator a thing? Is that him?
I don't know if that's him, but I've seen Reanimator just a long time ago.
Isn't that kind of something like that with a lot of like ultra violence?
It's super weird. I watched Reanimator at probably a time where I probably shouldn't have. Like, I was in high school and I wasn't into horror movies, and I remember just being like, why would someone make something like this? But if I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, this rules.
Speaking of quarantine movies, I watched Police Academy. I tried to go through all of them, but I couldn't make
Okay,
that
how's
far.
that? Yeah.
Well, Police Academy 1's really funny. After that, they kind of become a lot of the same joke, just repeated over and over and over again.
Michael Winslow
Okay.
a lot.
A lot of Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
And a lot of Bobcat Goldthwait just running around.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just- which, I mean, that's just what it was. But the first one has a really funny scene that I love, where Steve Guttenberg is just standing outside of a woman's bathroom where all the women are showering, all the female police cadets, and he's just standing there drinking a beer and watching them shower. There's no big deal. Such a crazy, like, different times. One of my favorite. Highly suggest that scene.
Well, it's like 16 Candles. I remember
Whoa.
that movie as like, I love this movie. And then I go, oh, yeah, there's that part where that girl passes out and then her boyfriend says, just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And then he does.
What was going on in
Yeah,
the 80s?
yeah.
Like, I saw
Yeah,
Porky's was
man.
one of the first movies that I saw in, like, a weird genre, like that type of genre. And there's dudes just, like,
Blowing each other.
yeah, just blowing each other. No, they're, like, hiding in the walls and, like,
Yeah,
Well,
80s
yeah.
comedies were not kind to
Peepholes
women.
and shit. Yeah.
they're in high school, too.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
It's like, so
unfortunately,
all the
there's a
horror
lot of movies
all
where
the hot
that's-
chicks die. All the comedy movies, all the hot chicks get perfed on. And then all the romance movies, all the girls get beaten. That's just what I'm saying now. As if
That's
it's
just
true.
what I've read on IMDb.
I saw I, Tonya last night. Speaking of
what'd you
movies
think?
that I should have seen a long time ago, because I actually
It's great.
really- I really enjoy figure skating, and I was a fan of Tonya Harding when I was younger. So
Yeah,
it was awesome. I fucking loved it. It was great.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I'm trying to remember who's the guy is that David O. Russell, the guy who did Silver Linings Playbook that directed
I
that?
don't think so.
I can't remember, but I love the documentary like interviews they have in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Is it Craig Gillespie?
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't recognize that name.
It says that. So yeah.
It says it right here, yeah.
There you go.
Who's
Hmm.
So who's that dude? Remy Malik, right?
The guy who was in Bohemian Rhapsody,
Is that the guy?
and
who's-
like
No, that's a different guy. Okay, that's
Yeah.
this guy. Who's this guy? Because I don't think I'll ever.
Oh,
be,
he's the Winter Soldier.
I don't think I'll ever be able to watch a movie with this guy again because I fucking hate him now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The guy who
man.
plays Jeff.
That's the first time I've ever seen him in a movie.
Oh.
So like,
in I, Tonya.
you know how sometimes that happens and you're like, oh, that's my first one with you, and like,
Yeah.
like
He did a,
yeah,
he
it's
was-
yeah.
like seeing Jim
did a
Carrey
great
now in a
job.
serious movie. I'm like, you're still goofy. I know who you are. That kind of stuff.
That, dude, that takes out like 6 of the Avengers movies for you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't watch that.
That's why I go to see Jim Carrey dramas, because maybe he'll break, you know.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, like in 23, you see some stuff, like the number 23. You see his face get all weird, and you're like, oh, so close.
Yeah.
What else has he done that I might be sad that I'm gonna never watch?
Honestly, it's like Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier.
Oh, cool. That's fine.
Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I hope his career just ends so I don't have to deal with that.
Well, I'm pretty sure he died in the Avengers, so.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's still got his own series coming out. Oh, no, I don't think
Yeah,
he
No,
died.
that's how they do it.
The
that's-
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
that really is
Superheroes
more-
never die.
That really is more of a compliment to that guy's acting.
Yeah,
the
he
fact
really
that I
killed it.
fucking hate, like I hate that guy so much. Like it really just bugs me. It bugged me so much because it's like that kind of mind fuck is something that just happens and you see it happen, and yeah, it's just he was terrible.
Oh my gosh. Now I've got to watch that guy's movies and see if I can find one that would either make you even more angry or would change your mind.
You could just show me all the Avengers movies and I'd be pissed.
I'm looking up his phone number.
I could do that
right
either
now,
way,
so
Chad.
What?
I'm looking up
I
his
could
phone
do that
number so you
either
can
way.
recall.
Yeah, let's make him apologize to Chad.
Yeah. Sorry, I was in all the Avengers movies. Oh no, it's the good one that you have to apologize for.
Too good.
Have you been playing any video games and shit?
I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh, cool.
I'm not really like a video game player. I think I like watching playthroughs. That's why I've enjoyed like the series with your daughter and stuff. Okay. So I like doing that, but I have a hard time staying with it when I'm actually like playing video games. But Animal Crossing's a little bit of a different dish, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's really fun. I think it's a good escape from reality. Came out good. I don't know.
Yeah, it
correlated with quarantine and stuff. And all of us Animal Crossing players are asking, would we be doing this if it wasn't quarantined? We don't know. Yeah.
Zach's looking up the duck titties on the computer.
Those are up for a long time.
What?
Is that? Oh yeah, the Howard the Duck titties. There's just a GIF of it just going and going.
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
No, I just found it.
It's like in the first like 2 or 3 minutes of the movie. It's like right off the bat.
Howard the Duck breasts and
yeah, they're
the picture. It's just here.
Or is it just recipes for roasted duck breast?
That movie is insane. Chad, have you seen that movie?
It's hot. Yes.
That movie's crazy.
I haven't seen it since I was young, but wait,
I have no idea who it's for.
It's weird. Are they making another one, or was that cameo in one of the Marvel movies recently just kind of for fun?
I think it was just for fun. I think it's owned by Marvel, so they'll just sprinkle, things here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That movie's crazy. The thing that I like about that movie is actually like the different ways that they make this duck. Like sometimes it's an animatronic head in the close-ups and things, but then sometimes it's clearly like a person in a duck suit. But the thing that's so funny,
I haven't seen it long enough to where I don't remember how the mouth moves.
I mean, that's the animatronic part. Like when it's talking, like
open and close, or is it more like dexterous, where the like duck bill will move around?
I think there's a couple motors. Okay. Yeah.
Just like
that's all they hear in the production audio. It's just all these motors.
Oh man, there's probably so much ADR in that movie.
There probably is, but like the scenes where it's like a person in the duck suit, it's it's clear that they can't see because when they have to duck under things, their performance, they're like hesitating. When they clearly were told like step 3, make 3 steps and then duck here, but like there's like a hesitation to it.
That's fun.
That's very enjoyable to me.
Yeah, the lady that's in the bathtub with the titties, that seems like it's a real person. I hope it's a guy.
Oh, it has human legs poking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was
titties.
just like a dude?
Because it very well could be.
You think they're real titties?
I mean,
It looks like it.
And hands.
I only looked very brief.
I mean, I guess they might as well just paint a person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are titties. Okay. I still hope it's a guy.
Mystery solved.
Well, wait.
Question
look
mark?
Look at the hands, though.
Look at the penis.
Look at the hands.
Well, the hands have big gloves on.
on.
It's like a glove. Ace Ventura.
Anyways.
Austin, I want to know your off the top of your head, your 5 favorite passwords. No, your 5 favorite movie cliches.
Oh,
interpret that however you want.
Okay, I don't know if it's a cliche or if it's a genre, but I really like movies that are kids versus adults.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always fun.
This must be so fun to write.
I think I like anything
type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Or like also like in like I don't know 90s movies and things like family movies and stuff like that's always an interesting premise. I really like any student film kind of trope, so like waking up and hitting your alarm clock, like that shot is like plagued in every student film. Or the whole like dream within a dream kind of thing.
Classic.
Yeah. I really like that. I'm trying to think of how to describe this exactly. The trope of like when people are clearly being directed in front of a green screen, like they're not talking to another person that's there, and you get like this scene between two people who aren't talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's super weird. Like in Tammy and the T-Rex, there's this crazy scene with Paul Walker and Tammy, his girlfriend, on the phone. And the woman who plays Tammy is giving like this heartfelt, like emotional performance of being like, I need you over here right now. And Paul Walker's like, ha, awesome. Yeah, I'll be over in a bit. And like, it's just like...
It doesn't match.
Yeah, they're just cutting between these two scenes of people on the phone, and it doesn't work. And it's like one of my favorite things to see. Yeah.
That's like when, and I did this in a film adaptation that we made of Albert Camus' The Stranger for my high school class.
Okay.
There was one scene, it was an assignment, where I was playing a priest and I was like yelling at the main character, and there's a shot where I'm like lunging at him, like starting to yell at him in anger, and then it cuts to a different angle and I'm just like standing there calmly.
Yeah,
I noticed that in I think there was one cut like that in in I, Tonya, when they're talking in the diner, and it's Jeff and his squishy man, and Jeff leans forward really quickly, and then it cuts behind him and he's just sitting
back. Yeah.
I like catching stuff like that because I'm like, oh, I did that. I get it.
That's
tough.
Fucking, you did The Stranger in high school?
Yeah. It was honors English.
No way. There would be protests in the streets if someone in Silverton High School tried to pull that shit off. I'm going to do anything about The Stranger. They'd be like, no, that's too fucking heady, and like there's a lot of thought going into that, and it's like, no.
We don't do that here.
I had to read The Stranger in middle school.
Really?
That's early for that.
Yeah, that seems
that's really early to plant those seeds.
No, never mind. The Giver. That's what I'm
okay.
about.
The Giver I read.
Dude,
has a cover with a guy with a big beard.
Of Mice and Men.
I never actually read it.
Main character's name is Jonas. Great book.
Of Mice and Men was prescribed, or whatever you call it, to the kids when we were sophomores. Yeah. So like that's
about when I think that's when I read it.
Yeah,
that's about when I read it.
But that's a really heavy one, and the way he writes is so accessible.
Who? I never liked reading any of the books they made us read.
I liked The Pearl also. After I read Of Mice and Men, I read it in like a weekend.
You know, I originally hated The Pearl, but I think The Pearl I had to read in like 8th grade, but then I reread it in high school and I liked it a lot.
What is The Pearl again? I think I've read that.
It's
what is
Steinbeck.
It's about a kid in a mining town, or like a
where he like dives into the water and finds like the pearl thing.
Yeah, and then there's like
a
government or something comes in and tries to take over the town or something like that, and then it's like his only ticket out of there, but he has to keep it secret for a long time.
But it's like degrading over time.
I don't have like the reading comprehension, but it was in high school also.
Yeah.
But I like the one part that I remember from that book is something that I always liked. I've seen it done in a couple other things, most recently in Malcolm in the Middle, which is fun.
Oh hell yeah!
They're in there and they're like, we know you have the pearl, and he's like, no, I don't. And they're like, we know you do, and he's like, and then they just stare at him, and then his eyes go away for just a second, and then like, okay, and then they just pin him down, and then they take his pearl. That's where it was.
That sounds like a Dewey moment.
Yeah, it was they were hiding something from somebody, and then so Malcolm told Reese, he's like, I hid it in the VCR. And then so they corner Reese, and they're like, where is it? And then he looks at the VCR, and it's not there. Malcolm knew that he would get pushed into that.
God, that show's great.
Yeah, I'm going through it with my daughter right now. She likes it a lot. It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That show's so great because it's relatable at every single age because they have a character that's at every single age.
Totally.
And then you're a parent and you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucking love Lois.
Yeah, she's
Lois makes so much more sense now that I'm an adult. Like, I don't even have kids or anything, but it's like, man.
Yeah, when I was younger, the parents were the villains in that show to me, and then now I have so much empathy for Lois. Like, she's such a good mom.
Yeah.
Every time I watch that
so
show, Zach texts his mom, "I'm sorry, I love you."
That's for other reasons, though.
Sorry for all the craziness.
Sometimes I just remember another thing. It's like, oh fuck yeah.
Sorry.
I got suspended in middle school for
fires.
smoking cigarettes at middle school.
Why were you doing it at middle school?
Because I was badass, dude.
Where?
I was wearing my black sweatshirt.
Yeah, in the bathroom?
No, it's just off to the side.
It
was not very smart.
There were kids that smoked in the bathroom.
He's just over by the textbooks in history class, like, hey.
It was wild. It's a crazy time in my life.
Did you really smoke cigarettes in middle school?
I mean, I tried to just to look cool.
When was the first time that you... Was that like the first time you tried it?
Yeah.
First time I tried it, I was 8 years old.
8 years old?
8 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah. I found a cigarette, and I found a cigarette outside my dad's garage, and it was like a halfie.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the ground?
That's how it starts.
Yeah, and I was
man.
like, oh, I'll just try it, and I coughed a bunch, and then my dad's someone, I guess I was a little older than I was probably like 10, because his girlfriend, wife, whatever she was like, what the fuck is that smell? And I was like, oh, I don't know, nothing. And then she just yelled at my dad, and I was like, I don't understand what's happening at all, because I was like, I just did the bad thing, and he's getting yelled at. And then she was yelling at him, and then it came inside, and then I was like, I asked her, I was like, does he smoke cigarettes? Because I didn't know that. And I was like, does he smoke? And she's like, no. And then I found like ashtrays and stuff like put up, like the like the way I put weed away. So, like, just she can't see up here. She doesn't see this area, so that's fine. And I was a climber, so I found all the cigarettes.
That's
but I didn't
why
actually
was climbing trees now.
Yeah, I didn't actually start smoking until the Comcast guy he bought us cigarettes when I was like 13.
The Comcast guy did?
Yeah, we got the Comcast guy to buy us Camel Wides.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
$4.
Damn. That's
wow.
$3.90 something, I think. Back in the day, they were cheap. Cigarettes used to be so cheap.
I think I'm really going to watch this Tammy and the T-Rex movie.
Is it a real T-Rex?
Apparently, they put out like an extra gory cut last year.
Showtime has it. They recently released like an unrated cut of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of extra gory, but I'm like, I'd say more of it is like the language and like the risqueness of it. Yeah.
Is it a real T-Rex?
Yeah, it's a real T-Rex.
Oh, there's a T-Rex there.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess it looks like Paul Walker died or something, and then they put his brain into a T-Rex body.
Yep, that's the plot. That's the plot. It's stuck in it. And
too bad. Man, how crazy would that be if that's what really happened to Paul Walker?
Like the only like surviving like dinosaur is out there has Paul Walker's brain in it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like they don't want the only dinosaur to get out, so Paul Walker's like stuck too.
They could probably upload his like phone, all the things that he typed and like the ways that he sounded and like his movies and his faces. I guess his faces wouldn't matter. And then they make an AI and they put that inside of a Museum of Natural History fake dinosaur, and then that's how you do it.
There you go.
What if there was a whole
way too
museum?
long.
What if there was a whole museum of people's brains that this has happened to? Like, there's like dozens of people who were inside dinosaurs.
Who would be your favorite person to be put inside of a dinosaur?
No, which dinosaur would be your favorite to be inside of?
Both questions. Mine first.
Mark Wahlberg would be a very interesting one.
What kind of dinosaur?
No, that's a dinosaur he wants to be inside of.
I'm trying to think of what's a dinosaur that would be very out of breath.
Brontosaurus.
Barney.
It's a long way for the air to go.
I think Brontosaurus sounds about right.
Stegosaurus. Are those fake?
I don't know.
Which ones got disproven?
I think they're all fake, to be honest. I think there's just big bones hidden out there, and they just put them together in a way that looks like a dinosaur.
He thinks there used to be big horses.
That would be earth-shattering if Stegosaurus were like disproven.
Well, wasn't there a Triceratops? That was like, oh, there wasn't.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was one of the major ones.
Did it come back? Because Pluto's back, I think, right?
I quit following all Planet.
That's what my daughter was saying. They're like, oh yeah, they do Pluto now.
What?
It's back.
Wow.
They do Pluto now.
Yeah. Well, because her teacher talked about that because they were talking about all the planets, and I was like, oh, Pluto's one of them, because I thought Pluto got like pushed out of the whole thing, and it's not a real planet. And she's like, oh, they count it now.
What if her teacher's just out here?
That's my daughter
this?
who's in 2nd grade who's telling me. I learned stuff from her now.
Out here preaching this fake news bullshit.
I think
should ask for her credentials.
I think we should just keep Pluto around just because it's nice.
Yeah.
We gotta have a frozen one. We have all the biomes. Go with me on that. We got jungle. We've got desert.
Oh.
We've got water.
Here's where we're at. NASA
Snow.
administrator says.
Ewok.
NASA administrator says Pluto was still a planet and things are getting heated.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This is from ScienceAlert.com.
August 2019.
Oh, man.
Michelle Starr. 2 R's in her name? I don't know. I don't trust it.
13 years to the
Are
day that
all
Pluto's
of
official
all of
definition
science
was
alerts
changed.
like headlines that foreboding? That like we're science alert. We need to alarm people.
Yeah, well once TMZ and BuzzFeed happened, that's everybody on the internet has to do that kind of shit.
It's true.
Even
Yeah.
NASA's like, you won't believe what kind of fucking pictures we got. Check this shit out.
Yeah.
And then you click on it, it's like, can you pay us some money to go on our website? Because we're running out of money.
Oh, man.
There's a guy that has more money than us, and he lets us play with his stuff.
That's so wild.
This is what the guy said. This is from the NASA administrator, Jim Burdenstein.
Burdenstein.
I don't know how to say it.
No.
Just so you know,
Bridenstine.
in my view, Pluto is a planet, he said during tour of the blah, 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 blah. You can write it that NASA administrator declared Pluto a planet once again. I'm sticking by that. It's the way I learned it, and I'm committed to it.
Wait, learnt?
That's what it says.
I mean, that is a word, right?
Colloquially. I don't know if it's...
How dare you?
I don't know which... I bet there are some dictionaries online.
Well,
that
NASA's
feature-
in Houston, right?
Did you know on Words with Friends you could play just SH?
That's
as a
the way
word?
I learnt it.
What type of fucking dumb made up? Anyways.
Yeah, that's not a word.
Learnt. I like it.
So yeah. One man says it is.
Wow.
One man says it isn't.
What a powerful man.
Are they both from NASA?
I don't know. I gotta do some more research.
Who's the one who says it isn't? Because this guy's from NASA, and he says it
Look up
is.
Pluto News 2020.
Yeah, I
Let's
bet
see
there's
what
more than one dude.
Well, that one was from
saying both of
August
those.
2019.
Yeah. And now we're in almost August of 2020. So that was a whole nother year.
Yeah, I guess I was talking to my daughter about that like 2 weeks ago. So that's pretty recent.
Austin, if you could be in any space movie, which would you be? Same question for everybody.
The Matrix. Any
Does that
movie's a
count
space
as a
movie.
space movie?
Yeah, we're in space right now.
Come on, you know what I mean.
Ooh, got mine.
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Okay.
Oh,
a good one.
Yep,
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
That's
that
just
would
a
be
fun
my answer
romp in
too.
the-
That
in
movie.
space.
Yeah.
That movie's so great. Yeah.
I've seen it like twice, but every time I've seen it, I loved it.
So
I need to
okay.
watch it again though.
So I'm going through this space movie, and I'm just a member of this team who's
You're
doing
in-
that.
You're in the world of the space movie.
Okay, but like sometimes, like what if I want to know that the movie's going to end, that I'm going to go through the whole plot of the movie, and it's going to end the way I want it to end, the way it does. So like, yeah, I know.
Well, the plot's
so,
going
like,
to be
I
the
wanna-
same. You're
I
just
wanna
going to be
do-
another character in it.
I want to do the Zathura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Zathura's a good movie.
Is
Yeah.
that the Jumanji type one?
I recently
Yeah.
rewatched that.
It's fun.
I still
Yeah,
haven't seen
yeah.
it.
The like practical effects in it are really cool.
Yeah, they are. And Tim Robbins, I always forget that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's the dad.
Oh,
And Kristen Stewart.
neat.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is weird. I don't, she has such an interesting like range of movies she's been in, as well as performances. You know,
Yeah,
and they don't always line up with each other.
and there's kind of
Yeah.
like there's a range of Kristen Stewart that's like frustrated, and then there's like almost immobilized, because like that happens in a few movies. Have you seen Panic Room? I mean, obviously.
No, that's one
What?
of
I just
the
said
few.
obviously.
That's one of the few David Fincher movies I haven't seen.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. I don't know anything about directors usually, especially David Fincher.
You did Fight Club.
Oh, I do. Then I guess I
Yeah.
like both of those. But yeah, she's in panic room. She's got a disease. Oh, diabetes.
What the? Why do you point at me?
I'm doing insulin. They do it in their boob, right?
Like, what are you implying?
They have an insulin pump out of their tit. Look at that lady. Dial 1-800 insulin tits.
Is that your secretary?
No.
Is that your wife?
Is that your prostitute for the night?
There you go.
No, it's just a photo I found, Zach.
Okay, you can just say that, but we all know what Austin's doing tonight. About to go to downtown on some...
The best ending to this bit would be as if I just took the stock photos off and I was in a hotel room at the end of this, and there were just like a bunch of random people in suits behind me the whole time.
A bunch of black dudes with just their shirts off.
I can't stop looking.
Hopefully there would be some.
It's like she's about to tell on me, and she's happy about it.
Yeah, she looks
hey,
like
guess
she's
what?
about to...
You're fucking out of here. Guess what? You're out of here.
I love the premise of the manager of a hotel coming into your own like hotel room and being like, "I'm calling corporate on your phone."
I thought it was just maybe a lobby. I don't know. But no, now it's a room.
It is a hotel. Yeah, there's a whole bed here.
Wait, maybe this is first person from that couple. Is that the same lady from before? And she's showing them now how to use the phone to call for help.
I think it might be. I don't know.
And sir, if you want to call your wife on the trundle bed, the phone's right here. Dial 2 for trundle. Man, can you switch it?
I can.
I'm only looking right in her eyes.
She's mesmerized.
They're very powerful, and I feel like it's a little threatening.
Let me see what else I have here. It takes so long to switch these, and I didn't realize that.
Is the resolution really high?
It could be. Yeah, I didn't dumb these down at all. I just dragged and dropped them into a folder.
No, it's fine. You can keep it. It's fine. If you could have monster trucks, would be cool. But anyway, it's.
Have you seen that movie Monster Truck?
No.
Where it's about a monster truck that runs on a monster in the engine, so it's a real monster truck.
What? That sounds awesome.
That's great.
I've heard it's terrible, but the premise is it's worth my time watching.
How's the punctuation in the title? Is it like Surfer Dude? Surfer Dude.
I
hate that.
I don't know, but like that is the type of movie that would be worth doing something fun with the name.
Monster truck.
Like a pun or something. Guys, have you seen the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie?
No, there's
Danny DeVito.
one of those.
Yes, Danny DeVito's in it. Yeah.
And who's
does he play Boris?
Yeah, who's Natasha?
It's someone famous, and I can't remember, but George Costanza from Seinfeld
Lake Bell-esque.
is the mustache man.
Oh wow.
The mustache man. Oh yeah, the mustache man.
Mm-hmm. That movie's crazy. Yeah, I watched that movie when I was, I gotta say, maybe like in middle school or something, and it was like one of the first movies that I remember like noticing filmmaking in.
Oh, cool.
And at that time, I was a really nerdy kid, and I like took notes during movies and like certain shots and things I liked. And so I watched this movie and as an adult, and I was like, okay, I remember there was something with eye shots in this movie, like something where it zooms into the eye and that's a thing. There are multiple eye shots in this movie. And it's a super weird, like, I don't know, style or something that they do. There you go.
Hey, I like it.
Nice.
But they zoom into the eye, and so they have this. It's like this thing of like this agent who's an adult, and it's like her inner child, and they zoom into her eye, and there's a superimposed child that says things right on the eye.
That's as eerie as like the sun in Teletubbies.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But like, there's the part where they introduce this effect is like she says like some line of Rocky Bullwinkle is like, your inner child is trying to get out, and then she's like, no, it's not, and they zoom into her eye, and this little kid is like, let me out of this eyeball. But that's not the last time they do it. They do it like 4 or 5 times more into the movie. There's this time where she goes on a date, and then with the guy on the date, there's a part where it zooms into both their eyes, and the child in her eyes waves at the child in his eyes.
Whoa.
Weird.
This movie, I don't know, it does whatever the fuck it wants, and some
Yeah.
of it is like stuff I've never seen, and it's bizarre, and it's not, I can't say it's good, but it's like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, this, look at how much money got thrown at this. This got made. And like, that on alone is enjoyable to me in some sense.
Nice. I want to see that
yeah.
again. I haven't seen it since like when it first came out.
There's a scene where Rocky and Bullwinkle stumble upon a anti-moose protest. That's
Whoa.
a plot point.
Where's it set? Is it in like Canada?
It's I can't quite remember. It's like a road trip movie, I would say.
Okay.
They're trying to get to I think they're trying to get to LA. Cause like Rocky and Bullwinkle come out of the television screen or something, and then the villains follow them. It's very much riding off the same tracks as like Roger Rabbit, where Roger Rabbit is like, that's a really good movie.
Yeah.
This is like a movie where they're throwing a lot of stuff at the wall, and there's a lot of weird stuff, and it's really fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen Looney Tunes back in action?
Yes, that movie's
cool.
great.
Yeah.
That almost made the quarantine list. My list of quarantine starts like when from the time I was home and quarantine got started. So it's like quarantine happened like 4 or 5 days after, but it's like the last time I left the house. That's kind of where I started it.
Okay.
Partly because I watched 5 Feet Apart. As like, have you heard of this movie? 5 Feet Apart. It's like in the same vein as The Fault in Our Stars, like a teen romance. Like, okay, well, it's like a young adult teen romance movie with a disease. Like the two protagonists that are in love have a disease. In Fault in Our Stars, it's cancer. In this one, it's a disease where if they touch each other, they die. And so the stakes are very high. Anyways, it has that Sprouse. It has one of the Sprouse boys in it.
Ooh, Dylan or Cole?
I can't tell the difference. I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
Do you know the difference, Zach?
No, not at all. I just used to watch Sweet Life of Zach and Cody all the time.
I did too. Yeah. When they were kids, though, in movies,
I'm
they
the
like
old person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Adam
That
Sandler?
kid?
Yeah, they're the kids in it.
Okay.
I mean, it's one kid, but they swap them out because they're young twins.
Michelle
That's what
Tanner.
they do in
Yeah,
Hollywood. We can
That's
film
the way to
twice
do
as
it in
fast.
Hollywood.
Yeah, that doesn't that work really well? Because like you
Yeah.
can't work a kid for a certain amount, so you can just swap them out and keep going.
But as they even fraternal like twins, like they look differently more as they age, I would say. For the most, like, I don't know, most parts. I'm referencing twins in Hollywood, I guess. Yeah.
The Doublemint twins worked out pretty well.
The who? What twins?
The Doublemint twins.
Who are those guys?
Double mint gum?
Yeah.
Does that have to do with that?
The Doublemint twins. They just had models for gum.
Oh.
They were twins. Good for them.
Yeah.
Is that
Hey,
past
I'm gonna be
my
right back.
time,
I gotta
Chad?
use the bathroom really bad.
Uh-oh.
Zach's got to poop. I can smell it.
Big
Ooh.
pee-pee.
Oh, no.
Big pee-pee at
Chad,
my poo-poo.
what is,
Pee-pee problems. What?
While Zach's going, what have you been watching?
I watched I, Tonya, and then I just keep watching stuff that I have seen a lot of times because I like comfort stuff. Catch Me If You Can, I've watched a couple times.
That's
That's a
great.
great movie.
Love that movie.
That's my favorite Spielberg movie.
I want to watch The Terminal again because I think I remember liking that movie a lot. I've seen it a bunch of times. I used to, when I worked at GameStop, I would put on movies that are like PG or under, and I just just go. And that was one that I did a lot. And what else have I watched? I mean, Snatch, The Matrix. Those are my top 2 favorite like movies that I'll watch as many times as they're.
I've never seen Snatch. Whoa. Really good?
It's my other favorite movie. The Matrix is perfect, and like I love everything about it. I love every Matrix, all 3, and the Animatrix. I want more Matrix. I like it all. I don't. I'm like a purist. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's like when people are like, Like when someone loves Star Wars and they're like, yeah, what about Jar Jar Binks? So like, shut up, I don't care. I love Star Wars. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I am with The Matrix, and they're great. But yeah, Snatch, really good.
Okay. Is
Really
that the
good.
same guy who did like Lock, Stock, and Two Barrels?
Yeah,
That movie.
Guy
Okay.
Ritchie, I think. It'll make you want to work
Guy
on
Ritchie.
your core
That
a
is.
lot.
Yeah. Cool. I'll check it out. I'll add it to the list.
Yeah.
That's all I need is like, there's so many movies I haven't seen. All I need is someone to be like, this is like my favorite movie. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll watch it now. And no one has said that about Taxi Driver yet, so.
Yeah.
I said it's really great. You should watch it. I haven't seen it in a while.
I almost
so-
just said the only people that I know that like that movie are nuts, but I guess you like it.
I
which is
liked it.
fine.
We're talking about it. You talking to me? That movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's doing the push-ups?
No, that's no.
Okay.
No, that's
Speaking of which, Robert De Niro in Rocky and Bullwinkle, there's a weird Taxi
he's
Driver
in that,
reference
huh?
in it. He's the main villain with like a monocle.
What?
Yeah.
And there's a scene where he's on a video chat with people and the communication is bad.
Oh, that's
and
great.
there's this bit that he clearly is referencing the "you're talking to me," and it's Robert De Niro doing it himself. And he's also a producer on the movie, and I have
that's
so many questions.
Such an odd choice.
Like, did he think of the scene? Like, while they were filming?
I wonder, because like there's been other times where I've seen him get made fun of, like doing an impression of Robert De Niro at Robert De Niro, and it seems like he likes that kind of thing to happen. Because there's like there was a really good Jimmy Fallon Weekend Update where he was doing, because he's really good at impressions, and so he was doing Robert De Niro to Robert De Niro, and it was just like a really uncomfortable moment because Robert De Niro kept like serious. And he was like, "Oh, really? That's what you think?" Like, and it was fun to watch Jimmy Fallon get like really nervous and that whole like, awkward laughing Jimmy Fallon thing.
Have you talked about
guys?
Have you talked about the classic Jimmy Fallon doing his Mick Jagger impersonation to Mick Jagger sketch off of SNL?
Oh, the mirror thing?
Yeah,
that one's really good.
Because that one's like the best.
Wait, I don't think I've heard of that. What is that?
Was it Jimmy Fallon doing his Mick Jagger impersonation before a show or something, trying to hype himself up, talking into a mirror, but then Mick Jagger's on the other side of the mirror giving the actual talk back, like,
"Oh, that's great."
From the future.
Yeah, it's like it's the Live from New York Saturday night segment. So it like cuts to the dressing room or whatever, and like Mick Jagger is like that might have been a different one, because like this one was like it's just him in the mirror.
I might even just be combining like two of them together in my
Yeah,
brain.
didn't they have one with Alec Baldwin and Trump doing that?
I haven't seen that one.
I think they did.
Someone who was it?
Look back on.
Didn't Tony Hinchcliffe just take credit for that?
Oh,
He's like little known fact. I was the person who actually told Alec Baldwin he should do a Trump impression.
That's right.
And it's like, how the fuck can anybody believe anything you say anymore? Because usually it's true, but it's like, dude, you say a lot of big things.
Well, that's part of his deal.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. What are you doing over here? Oh, do we have emails?
Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to pull them up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once-
let's get to some
Alright, yeah.
emails.
Pull up some emails.
Talk
What?
about some stuff.
What?
I was just gonna add one of my favorite movie tropes is when somebody says, "Where is she?" It always makes me laugh.
Specifically the she?
Yeah, it's
Or
all because that happens in a lot of movies. Somebody says, "Where is she?" and it's always, "Where is she?" The end. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. I'm trying to think of a movie where...
All I think is The Dark Knight. Like, that's
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big
That's the
one.
first
But
thing I think
Yeah.
of. Where's
Yeah.
Rachel?
that's a big one. But in a lot of movies, somebody goes breathlessly and angrily, "Where is she?" Even if it's like a low stakes situation, that line comes up a lot.
It sucks when I meet Rachel's from now on, because since that movie, I seriously will go, Rachel! Every time it happens. It's so fun to say.
Have you seen the supercut from The Lost Boys? That's just every time someone in the movie says Michael.
I
Oh my
think so.
gosh.
It's very good.
No.
Michael.
I recently watched The Lost
That fucking lady's
Boys.
face.
In that movie is horny as hell.
Is what?
The Lost Boys. It's a very, very horny movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the word?
yeah.
What
What's
horny,
horny? Okay,
right?
You're saying horny?
Yeah.
Like the sexy sax man?
What's the scene? There's a scene in that where there's a dude and he's performing with the saxophone shirtless. Who is that? Is that Fabio?
Wait, you're saying horny because of the horns,
Right? You beat me to it, I guess. Yes.
No, I seriously, I couldn't tell if you were like. Well,
no, I'm not doing a joke.
Movie.
No, it's a bunch of teen vampires that want to fuck. Yeah, that's what the movie is.
I haven't seen it in so long. I believe the saxophone thing.
No, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah, and
what the fuck? Okay,
and there's a really great cut of that scene where they cut it to look like Michael is like lusting after this sax man.
Yeah.
And pining for him.
The editing of the sex scenes is like really good stuff. Like some of the dissolves and things that they're doing is really good. Yeah.
Good for them. Great movie. Yes? Do you have emails, Zach?
Nice. We got some emails.
Cool.
From
I'm
our listeners.
ready to help out our listeners there.
The podchaost@gmail.com. You can also message us on Facebook, Instagram, and the other stuff.
Yeah.
Text Zach.
Or text me.
You have his phone number.
Yep.
Yeah, call him.
Yep. Give him a call.
This one comes from, let's see, it says anonymous. How does an alarm clock know what time it is? You want to know, how does their alarm clock know what time it is?
Well, it depends on if you have the internet, or if you have an internet-capable device, or if you have...
this says alarm clock. It doesn't say phone with a clock on it.
Well, some alarm clocks are really, like...
I'm thinking like an old-timey smashing the bells.
Like one
analog,
of the circular ones with the legs
analog,
and the two bells, and it goes... and it dances around because it's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to say... because...
I'm so glad I never had to wake up to one of those.
I mean, this is a hard question to answer. Because you make it know.
It's so complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say it just has the... You know how some people are really good at telling like when a minute has passed?
Uh-huh.
Clocks are made to be able to tell when like 8 hours have passed.
Yes, clocks run on their intuition.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
And their intuition is really
it's
good.
very good because
they can tell when it's gonna rain based off the
Yes.
second hand, you know.
because they're
It's a
mechanically
little tingly.
engineered to have good intuition.
There you go. That's the answer. They're mechanically engineered to have good intuition.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Clack, 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 clack.
Thanks.
Okay, enter send.
Next question.
This one comes from my brother, actually, Alex. It says, what do you think of girls with tattoos all over themselves?
Does that count their pussies?
It says all over themselves. It doesn't say over part of themselves.
You ever seen the ones that's like a fucking kraken coming out of there?
Over.
It's like,
I've seen.
Just like,
what I
just,
really like?
What
you know what I
doing?
really like is there's women out there, mostly porn stars, but I'm sure there are more of them. But there's this type of tattoo they get that's under breast tattoos.
Those are kind of fun.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I'm into it.
I think it's cheating.
Why?
I don't think it's cheating.
I don't know.
Because it's using the contouring of one's body.
No, I don't actually care at all. But it looks like you're wearing something, but you're not. And so, but like, what if? Okay, so you know how a lady will have a shirt on, and you're like,
I never once seen a lady with a shirt on.
and you're like, cool, and then they take it off, and you're like, nice. When they have that thing on, you're like, it's still there. It seems, I don't know, maybe I just don't like tattoos as much as people who have all covered in tattoos. That's my personal thing.
You have no suspension of belief.
So
take it off.
Why do you think girls with tattoos?
Naked.
Why do you think girls? Wait, what?
Just what do you think of girls with tattoos all over themselves?
You can't take it off. That's what I think. I wish that you could take your tattoos off.
Ooh,
if
that
you
sounds
have,
like pre-serial killer talk.
If you, yeah.
Let me take your
I'll
tattoos
take them
off.
for
If
you.
you could, if I could take your tattoos off, I'd be okay with it. I'd prefer that. I'd prefer to. That's the answer. Next.
I think ink is neat.
I know. I like tattoos a lot. Sometimes there's
Ink
just too
is
many,
neat.
and it seems like it's.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a lot, and it's a little too much.
I support it, but I think at this point I'm never going to get a tattoo because I already don't have it, and I'm like feel like I'm in such a small
I
percentage.
can't wait until he
I'm
gets
a
so
little bit
drunk,
in that.
and then
I
he's
think
just
I'm in
like,
that ballpark too, Zach.
I'm gonna get a face tattoo, and then I just pull out $100, and I'm like, yeah, dude.
Oh no, it's gonna take more than $100 for a face tattoo.
Not if you're that drunk.
I think at the age I'm at right now, and as I get
about
older, I
$100.
care about less and less things. The less likely I will get a tattoo.
True, yeah. At this point, like, there's nothing that I really love enough to want tattooed on me.
Yeah, I just got the one, and it was because it's matching with all of my cousins, and it's like meaningful.
Yeah, it's sentimental.
Yeah.
See, that's I don't think I haven't had something like that in my life that like is like this is the moment. If there is a moment, then I'll embrace it. But like, haven't had that yet.
Are there a bunch of people who have gone to film school that put like a camera and like some like film coming out of it, maybe like on a floor, like all piled up or something? And
or the two masks where one is happy and one is sad.
Oh, that's a good one.
Actually, I haven't seen a lot of film like tattoos. At least in my department, people get, I don't know, stuff of like pizza on a skateboard or weird, I don't know, things.
Classic.
Yeah.
How many slices of pizza do you think AJ has on him?
I think it's
he's
like
got a
4 or
whole
5.
8?
Oh my God, of tattoos?
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
covered in tattoos anyways.
He's got tattoos everywhere.
He looks like an Ed Hardy T-shirt.
He has it.
He has said that, but it was my favorite thing I've ever heard.
I think he has a picture of a rat carrying a piece of pizza, like a tattoo, like somewhere on him.
Is that from that like famous like New York like rat pizza video?
I don't know who came up with it first.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The rat on the subway in New York that's like dragging the piece of pizza.
That was
his is more cartoon.
That was that rat was trained by this artist.
Really?
Oh, fuck, what's her name? It starts with a Z. Zach, see if you can find this because she does a lot of stuff like that.
Pizza rat artist Z.
That's my job. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, look it up on the net, Zach. They there's an episode of I think it's Reply All.
Zardulu.
Yeah, Zardulu, where they interview Zardulu, and it's really interesting.
What other stuff does what other stuff have they done?
The selfie rat.
Yeah, she like makes videos that go viral, but they're like staged.
God, that's like that Nathan For You thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes.
I love that show.
No, Pizza Rat, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty fascinating. I recommend that episode of Reply All.
Cool.
Reply All Zardulu.
Reply
All is great.
It's a podcast,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a sub podcast of the other one, or is it not?
No, it's just a Gimlet podcast.
Okay. Gimlet.
Media.
I've listened to a lot of episodes of Reply All, but kind of like just throughout. Like I've skipped a lot, but the episode where they like with the tech support when they actually like fly to India and stuff is like some of the best like investigative journalism I've heard.
It's so
in
good,
a while.
yeah. And if you listen through their catalog, they just get better and better at that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really fascinating series.
Reply All.
Episodes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been recommended that so many times. And I still
you'll
haven't
really like it.
Gotten to it. Yeah, I should. I'm pretty hungry for podcasts right now, especially audio podcasts, because my whole list of podcasts got erased. So I'm like, I got to do all that work to go find all those podcasts and hit like 2 buttons on my phone.
Like your whole library?
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, it was just like 40 podcasts, but I mean, it's not.
I don't listen to most.
It's like purging, and then you get back the ones that you're gonna need. And you're like, okay, well, I haven't listened to that one, and I haven't refreshed my podcast feed in a long time. I just kind of I've been busy, and I watch fucking movies in my car. I just listen to them. It's great. I watched Cat Williams' American Hustle, the movie, today.
Cat Williams'
He's
American.
funny as hell.
Is that different than American Hustle?
Yeah, it's Cat Williams. He's a comedian.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a movie called American Hustle.
Yeah.
movie.
This one came out like probably 10, 15 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
But it's a stand-up special with a 40-minute intro.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's so cool because like he's like, okay, let's get everybody in the car. We got to get to the place to go do the show, and then adventure on the way there. And then they finally get there and like, oh, that was crazy. All right, let's go. And then he walks out and he's on stage and it's a stand-up special.
That's cool.
And then you watch a 45-minute stand-up special and it's awesome. I fucking love Cat Williams. He does so many.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's extremely self-indulgent, and that's why I love everything he does.
Yeah.
He earns it.
Yeah, he does, and he does a lot of stool work in this one. And I don't mean he humps it.
Remember the beginning of one of the Norm Macdonald specials?
He does hump it though.
Well, the beginning of one of Norm Macdonald specials is like a big family dinner, and everyone's all praising their children because they became comedians, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but Norm, he's just a doctor. He's never gonna accomplish it." It's one of my favorite beginnings. Oh, it's great.
That's very good.
No, what was that?
I think it's on YouTube. I forget what it's called.
Because that wasn't on Hitler's Dog, right?
No. It
Okay.
was back from like the
That's
90s.
a really good. Have you seen Hitler's Dog? And
I have seen that one.
what
Yeah,
else
yeah.
Is it called Hitler's Dog and
Oh.
other?
Gossips and Tricks or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
What's second? Whoops. Yeah.
That's a really good one though.
I need
Norm
to.
Macdonald's One Night
That's
Stand.
something I haven't been watching as many stand-up specials, and a lot of people are releasing them and stuff. Like Mark Norman released his like for free.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really
and
good.
stuff.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it was really satisfying to watch. It's like I don't know. It's an accumulation of several years.
So
of
here's
his
one
work.
thing that I recommend. You got plenty of time and you like watching things. So
Mhm.
take like a week. Do this in like a week, and I think you'll love it.
Okay.
Every morning, watch or listen to one of Cat Williams' specials because he's got like 7, and then just do that every morning, and then go about the rest of your day. And I think it'll just be a delightful thing. I fucking love Cat Williams, and I can listen to him every day.
Okay, cool.
He's so fun.
What's it? I haven't like watched or listened to any of his stuff before. What's like his era?
Like 2002
Okay.
Now.
to now. Yeah, he just released one right after Trump got elected.
Mm-hmm.
2 years after Trump got elected.
Cool. Are
2018.
they Netflix?
Great America. Yeah, he's got
Stuff?
plenty on Netflix.
I love that.
A couple on
I
YouTube.
love downloading those and then just like listening to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're great to listen to. Yeah, so he's got I think 5 things on Netflix. The one that I watched today was on Netflix. But yeah. Oh man, he's so fun. And then
Cool.
if you like, so if you don't like Cat Williams, don't watch all the rest of it. If it's not for you, I don't know if you've watched that much Cat Williams.
I haven't watched that much. No.
Okay, so you'll know really fast if you if you can, because like some people are like, I don't like his voice, and it's like, okay, well then yeah, that just happens.
Mhm.
You just don't like it. I get that.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I don't like Zach's voice. I can't change that.
Oh man, I really like.
I never
Zach's
listen to this
voice.
podcast because I'm on it.
That's a thing with everything that you've like ever been on, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure.
I only like Zach's voice for his laugh.
Well, now I'm never going to laugh ever again.
Oh, well, then I don't like your voice for any reason now.
Cool.
Got any more emails?
Yeah, this last one comes
good.
from actually fan of the show, Jeff Parks.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh, cool.
Says, are you familiar? Oh, yeah, I don't know why he had to write it in. He's right here.
Yeah.
It says, are you familiar with hot dog in a hallway? That's the subject. It goes on. Hot dog in a hallway. When putting the wood to a girl, you realize your dick isn't even touching the walls of her vagina. Kind of like tossing a hot dog in a hallway. Most frequently happens when banging the neighborhood trick, or if you're slinging a small dick.
Jeff,
Well, what was the question in correlation with this term?
are you familiar with hot dog?
Are
in
you
a hallway?
familiar?
Now
Okay.
I am.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Now we are. We are informed. I like his wording in the last sentence there.
I know, it's rhymes. It's like
Most
actually-
frequently, what is it? Happens.
most
when-
frequently happens when banging the neighborhood trick, or if you're slinging a small dick.
I like that.
So is this is more of like a PSA than a question.
Yeah, it's like, have you heard of this? Here you go.
Look out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some of them don't need answers.
Do you know where your
They're
hot
just-
dog is?
They're just emails.
I do enjoy a good hot
Shout
dog.
outs.
Why don't they make big fat hot dogs?
Like,
Like a sausage? Like a
Like-
Polish
Yeah,
sausage?
like
Oh
like a
my
big one.
god.
You
When-
know, like the
When I worked at the
summer
when-
sausage things.
When I worked at the
Look how
theater,
excited he is! I'm so excited.
there was okay. When I worked at the theater, there was a hot dog grill there, and I can't.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of it, but they had a foot-long hot dog that they served at the movie theater, and before each shift I had to put one of them on the grill in case someone ordered it, and this was a monstrosity. It was just a monstrosity of like a hot dog. It's exactly what it sounds. It's like one of those like moist, like little tiny like Franks, but it's a foot long. Yep.
Hell yeah.
So
and like,
do you serve it with a bun?
Yes,
And then it sticks out really far on either side?
Yep. The bun was not long enough to fit the dog. No,
it was like a regular size bun,
but it was a longer bun. So it was a longer bun.
When you start, you gotta just like go for it. You just and you go just like both sides.
No one ordered these things.
I want one.
And
now.
if people did, it was a big deal. like I would say, like in a summer.
Yeah, like it's your birthday, Robin.
In like a summer, like I ordered like I probably like served maybe 2 of them, but then we had to like the other ones, like no one bought them, so we had to always toss them out, unfortunately. But I'm trying to remember what the name of this hot dog was.
You didn't have like
I think it was something along the lines of like the killer hot dog. Like because their advertisements were like attack of the killer hot dog. And like
God. Heart attack.
Oh god, it was gross.
Nothing like eating junk food at the movies, though.
I used to go to 7-Eleven and get the cheeseburger hot dogs.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's you were talking about a monstrosity. It's do you know what those things are called?
The what?
The cheese the burger dog thing?
No.
It's like I think
is
it's
it
called
more of a burger
dog.
or a hot dog?
Because it's just it's beef. It's like a cheeseburger
Oh
patty.
my god!
It's in a roll. And then it's got a stick of fucking cheddar cheese down the middle.
Whoa.
And you put that on a hot dog bun, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah,
but it's just garbage.
If somebody handed me that, I would definitely eat it.
It's really good because then you put hamburger toppings on your bun.
Oh my god!
Onions and pickles and shit. Now I want to go get that.
I don't know, man. Honestly, like I wouldn't mind that, but I also don't mind them being 2 separate things. Like, why wouldn't you just have a burger or have a hot dog?
Well, because I can eat that in my car. I can't really eat a burger in my car, and also I don't. So here's the thing with me. So check this out. I don't fuck with cheeseburgers because that's bread. Don't fuck with it. I'll take a hot dog though.
That's a loophole.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a. So you know how like you fold paper? I like folding paper long ways. So like I have like certain preferences. Hot dog style. If I'm gonna eat bread, it's gonna be hot dog style. How do you like to fold?
Depends
under pressure. Zach?
What I'm making.
What? I fold things up origami style like a crane.
I learned how to make a paper hat.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty easy.
Like a little sailor hat?
Yeah, well, it's like a triangle. It's really a very simple hat. I don't think I remember how to make it. But I could look it up again.
Nice. I tried to get into learning how to tie knots the other day, and
that's fun.
What kind of knots?
Bowline knot. I heard it was like the most important one to know how to tie.
Yep.
I'm super bored.
Yeah.
Not exciting.
Bowline's great.
Is that the one
like
that you pull the thing and then you?
Yep. It's like an easy release, but it's really strong.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I love them. Wouldn't that be great if I was secretly like a mega Slipknot fan?
I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it.
Actually,
it's a little bit too understandable.
Have you during quarantine? Has there been anything that you learned that you could do from home or something like that? That you're just like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even think about the fact that like I'm stuck at home, but that means I can do this now here, or like there's a benefit to this or something like that.
Okay, the lame answer, since we've been talking about is movies. I've never watched like this many movies with people. I think I watched what did it say? I watched 62 movies out of the 100 with other people.
Nice,
so like
cool.
over half of them like I watched with other people, which I don't normally do. I'm normally just watching movies by myself.
Right, and this is on Netflix Party
really
and the
cool.
2/7.
Yeah. There's a lot of apps coming out and things, but I'm trying to think of a much more interesting answer.
That is really fun, though. It really does enhance the experience of watching a movie on your computer.
I tried to watch. I tried to do that I watched that fucking dumb movie with you, and then there was like
oh yeah, Enemy.
like so. See, I don't like coming.
Did you hate that movie?
I don't like coming.
Did you hate that movie, Chad?
It was whatever. But I don't like coming into situations where everybody knows what's going on, and then I come in and I'm like, okay, how does this? Huh? And
That's how everyone starts.
So yeah, I know, but I don't like it. So we're doing the Netflix watch thing. And she's like, joke. She's like, oh, check this out. Or just like, and she's like, bam, bam. Because she's already fucking warmed up with you. And she's got all this like experience with doing this. And I'm just like, yep. And it's like, I'm trying to watch a movie.
You gotta practice.
It's a whole thing. And it's like, I don't know.
Okay, to be fair, Emma is super good at that. Like her name on Netflix Party is Emma the Crusher Jonas for a reason.
Yeah.
like we watched a movie with a couple of my friends like this weekend. Like it was kind of like their first time meeting Emma and stuff. And like afterwards they were like, Emma's super cool and funny.
Yeah.
Like that was the takeaway.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I should just only talk to people online.
Yeah, you're online like. Not that you're not, funny
My in-person
in person.
interactions don't have as good a track record.
They have a saying for that. You're better in paper than in person.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably like independently started online a lot younger than, like, I guess me and like a lot of people.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know. That's probably a super normal thing now.
Well, a lot of my formative social time I did spend talking to people more online than in person. I would say, like I had friends in real life or whatever, but. I had talked to people online.
Look at Neopets, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a very
yeah.
specific sense of humor that you have that's like definitely one-upped somehow when like, because like everybody's funny and then they go online and they're funny and then there's something about Emma that's like right here. It's like, all right, well that's okay. That's fun. Because like Jackbox and stuff like that, and the
totally.
What is the other one? Kraken.
Quiplash.
Smoking crack.
Quiplash.
Those, yeah.
Quiplash is so unnerving.
I love it.
It's really fun.
A lot of fun.
I've already
boom.
I've already been over this. How
Don't
I
even
feel
think
about
about
it. Yeah, I try not to. I think way too much. But like every time, it's something that's like so funny that
No, I didn't even get answers for all of them.
No, they were all really funny, and they're always so like, I don't know. It's mostly just I'm the person who's wanting to say the most obvious thing, and that everybody comes from like these crazy left fields, and I'm like,
you know what I realized?
Fuck? How is this? You do improv. That's cheating, you fucking asshole.
No, you know what I realized is like sometimes I will say the thing that seems most obvious to me, and I'm like, I couldn't think of anything else. I'll just do this really obvious joke, and then it'll like land really well, and I'm like, oh, that's only obvious to me because that's like my sense of humor.
Yeah.
So the thing that's obvious to you isn't going to be obvious to anyone else necessarily.
Oh yeah, it's totally just my insecurity coming out.
Yeah. That's something that I had to like understand.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, there were times that I didn't know what to write, and so I just like on the T-shirt thing, I just wrote AIDS.
Yeah. That was the best
great.
T-shirt.
And it was
because I wrote down I'm not racist, but and the two just
was this a Jackbox game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just said I'm not racist.
Did you order that one?
I want to.
We were so close to, but it didn't. Like I lost the link.
Oh man.
Too bad.
Yeah. So
now, like I was playing on my phone, and it was like after that, that's right in. It was like buy this shirt, and I was like do it, but then we're gonna play another one.
Now it feels kind of disingenuous to go like make a shirt in reference to that shirt, but then so it's just like you got to just let it die.
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but AIDS.
I understand what you're saying though, like Chad, about the pressure though, like to kind of be funny because there is a little bit. I feel like because it is something live, it's in real time. There is that pressure, but also like. I mean, I would say like 50% of the stuff that me and Emma message each other is like, holy shit, or like, awesome. Like,
that was
and just
cool
like, I think just watching a movie and like looking to the side and seeing someone who is having like the same experience as you, I don't know, it amplifies it like so much.
That totally makes sense.
It does. And the nice thing is like, if we were watching it in person, I wouldn't say...
We wouldn't say anything.
Because I hate talking during movies, but typing during movies, great.
Oh yeah, you don't have to say anything. It doesn't really interrupt, and like the other person just has to like use their eyes real quick.
Yeah.
It's just pretty much as much as a subtitle. So I mean, it makes sense, and I like the idea. God, these duck tits still are...
Oh, it's so blown out. It's so blown out, Zach.
Nah, you get the idea. You get the idea.
I get the idea. Yes.
He's having a white balance meltdown in his head.
This white's unbalanced
I'm
now.
more of a. My laptop is sticky for some reason. Yeah.
That's the first thing they teach you in film school is the white balance always censors things.
Especially if it's a white duck. And you're trying to see them white duck titties.
Yeah.
You were trying to ask. Have you done any of the Zoom online things?
Oh yeah.
The shows?
In terms of stand-up, no. I haven't done any stand-up since like actually doing it live.
Wow.
Nice.
I've written some. Not as much as I'd like. I think everyone's having that. It's just hard to like, that push of like open mics coming up. I gotta get this shit down.
Yeah, it really is. Like I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this, so there's like no. I think I'll just spark it back up when it happens because I haven't really done anything.
It's difficult. Yeah. In terms of stand-up, I haven't really done that much. I think in what's tangible to me is I can make movies now, so I've done a lot more screenplay stuff.
Nice.
And like just writing, I don't know, sketches or little things like that. But I haven't done any Zoom things. I know Emma said that she had, but have Zach or you done anything like that?
Me?
No.
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 No, not even a little bit.
Ooh, I have
I
have edited Zoom interviews. That's a thing that's popular now with a lot of companies. Like they can't interview workers and stuff in person, so I get these Zoom interviews now. Because you can record on Zoom and stuff. It's terrible quality. But the thing that's so frustrating on Zoom is when someone else is talking, or then like it covers your video. It covers the video with the name of the person who's talking. So like if someone's being interviewed, if that person who is being interviewed doesn't wait like a few seconds after the interview asks them questions, I get like a black like screen for the first like, I don't know, sentence of their answer. So that's been interesting. I don't know what that's like, I guess, live and doing stand-up and things, but I know like from an editing perspective of like editing those like interviews and videos, like there's like a black screen that happens constantly throughout it.
You can change the view to gallery view, or you can just have whoever's not speaking manually mute themselves. That's kind of a workaround.
Fuck Zoom.
But yeah, it's definitely. It's weird.
This Skype has been great.
I've
had zero problems with it.
Yeah.
In Zoom, with the free version, you only get 40 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and they suck shit as a company.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we should
Fuck
switch.
Zoom.
You can do group meetings on Skype too.
Yeah.
It's just people are really averse to it. I guess because you have to have an account, maybe.
They're openly banning Hong Kong protesters' accounts. Fuck Zoom.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And like, there's something sketchy about them because like the people who work for like American government and anybody who works for Google is not allowed to have Zoom on any of their devices.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like it's not secure enough, and they already had some sort of, what do you call it? Breach. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say evil breakthrough. I like evil breakthrough better than breach.
That's a great name. That's a great name for a movie.
Really?
Like a hacker kind of movie. Evil
my
breakthrough.
baby came out evil breakthrough. Oh, sad. Well, anyway, we're gonna wrap up, and thank you very much for being on with us. It's been awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
This is so fun. I miss you guys.
Yeah, miss you too. I'm so excited for comedy that has started again. I mean, it's a little bit, but I mean, go check out that live stream. I mean, go check out the video from the live stream and just watch Emma's face when she tells a joke and gets laughs. It's great because you can just see the the real like comedian thing happen. Where
I got my drugs.
Yeah, it's drugs. It's great. It's so fun. It's awesome to see. Anyway, thanks for being on, and you have a good night.
Wait.
Whoa.
Do you want to plug anything? Do you have any videos or anything out that you want people to check out? I
have
Jeff.
Poor Jeff.
Oh, no.
But we recently did, because we've been doing these like 48-hour films where we write, we shoot, we edit them in 48 hours. We recently did like last month animated movie. I don't know when we'll post that because it's like part of a competition, so we can't yet. But eventually that will be coming out, and I don't know. I'll share it with you guys.
Cool.
But
well, you have like a YouTube channel, right?
I do.
Coburn Films.
Or you can search Austin Coburn Video, and I put stuff on there too.
Yeah, you have some really funny stuff out. Cool.
That's it. All the show lineups I have, coming up.
Right. Oh, I think when stand-up starts again, you should keep your goatee. See how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you should
if you
start.
Want.
I'm getting a no from Chad.
But slowly trim it down, so at some point you have like handlebars. For a while you go with just the mustache, or you go like half handlebars, mustache, Hitler stash, or no, Michael Jordan stash.
Yeah.
And then
Michael
Jordan.
back
I
to
forgot he did that. That's so wild.
Yeah.
He was trying to take it back.
Yeah,
if there was anyone to take it back, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be you though, Austin.
I highly doubt that's the case.
You should just do soul patch, man. Just get that patch going.
Would that be offensive?
I don't know. Not without a couple of kids and a Subaru.
We'll get there. Just a thought. That's
your
that's
kids
all.
or just kids?
I don't know. I associate like that little like soul patch goatee like kind of with like a dad kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Like
a
dad
that works for tech company.
I had a youth pastor with one of those. So I've always associated it with like youth pastors.
That too.
Something like have more soul because of the patch.
Oh, I get it.
That's
the flavor saver is what they call it. Yeah. Flavor saver. Great. Anyway, have a good night, Austin. Thank you very much for being on with us.
Guys.
I
Good
love
to
you.
see
Sweet
you.
dreams.
Stay safe.
You too.
I like your hotel room.
Yeah, that water's just frozen, I think.
That was a fun. Yep. Cool.
Good times.
Yeah, I like Austin.
Yeah.
I wonder where he is. Is he just at home?
Yeah.
Does he have a green screen up, or is it just a Skype filter?
No, you can just do that on Skype.
Nice.
Oh, maybe he has a green screen. What do I know? He has a pretty sweet porch.
I think
like
I've heard about his porch.
Yeah.
Cat, at least.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
that was a different porch.
Yeah, he moved. Didn't the cat follow him though?
I hope so. I don't really know.
Or did we just talk
the porch
about
followed
how?
him.
Oh no, you followed him because you're the cat. I seriously put that story into my memory of no, the cat followed him, right?
From his previous appearance.
Yeah, the
on
cat followed him,
podcast.
confronted him.
That's right.
Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, challenged him to a bar fight or something.
Awesome.
Neat.
Cool. Anything? What's the Make Salem Happen thing?
Oh, Make Music Day is on the 21st of June, and Infinity Room is doing a live stream featuring Hot Sheets in City of Pieces, which is very exciting.
Hell yeah.
very exciting.
Two of the best Salem bands around.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be great. And more.
It's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's been up. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you very much. And
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say suck my dick, but I can't say that after Black Lives Matter.
All right. Jeff Parks.